Okay. Woo! Okay, so, let's get back into what we were doing before. So, off screen, like I said I was going to do, I upgraded the capacity on my, refueling station. And Leah, can you please turn the volume down on your phone? I can hear you in the other room. Not Stalin. Hello, hello. So yeah, I upgraded the fuel capacity on this by a ton. This is one section I added on right here, which is 6 additional ore containers. And then I added on these 2 wing sections, which are currently full because I did a couple runs. It's doing an ore run from Magnus, super easy. It's super easy. So yeah, I flew these 2 over, and I flew this over. Cheap, easy, especially with them unloaded. They were really easy to get off, no problem. But now, this thing has, let's see, it's got a fuel capacity of 18,000 units of liquid fuel, which is just enough, I believe, to fully fuel our interplanetary spaceship. So that is what and there's also a, these have oh, you know what? That's got a probe. Do they both have probe cores? Yeah, hang on. We don't need those anymore. Get rid of those. Decouple those nodes. Get rid of the old probe cores I used to fly these over. But they have, coupler sections at the butt ends of all of these. So if need be, we can, expand the space station even more. Delightful. Okay, so the Penelope spacecraft is what we need to work on, and right now the problem we have is that we need to attach a new coupler section to the nose, which is going to replace the communications array. So what we need to do is ditch this nose part and put on a new coupler array so that we can dock her easily to the front of the space station. What I was thinking is right now she acts as a relay, but I don't know if that's entirely necessary. Direct communications is probably fine. And honestly, it already has direct communications plugged into it via the escape pod. Oh, we need to build a new lander for her too. But I think what we're going to do first is get a new coupler section, because she needs to be able to dock with the space station to be able to refuel, because this big old booty right here, this one section of load holds 10,000, let's say, liters of liquid fuel. We're not going to get anywhere fast until, well, we're not going to get anywhere fast. Well, no, we're going to be going pretty fast. We got 3 of these little engines on our booty. We need to be able to dock. So what I'm going to do right now is just get rid of this section. This is just structural, right? Yeah, that's just a tube. So what we're going to do is decouple the nose here, and we're going to replace that. This all sounds good and sensible. I want to know what madness is going to have. I'm sure there'll be madness. Okay, so that is our old communications array. We're going to ditch. Oh, you know what we can do? I think our, where is the, I don't have the launch center on here, but our inclination's off by a little bit. We could probably adjust that, but it's not enough for me to really worry too much about. Okay, so let's head back to the Space Center, and what we're going to do is build, well, I mean, we honestly probably don't need a massive communications relay on the nose of this thing, so it's really more just going to be a coupler section for the front. Alright, so what we're going to start with is, we'll start with just a probe core, nice and easy, and everything will attach to this. And then below that, what we need is the coupler. Okay, so that'll be the new nose of the spacecraft, basically. And actually, you know, we could, because this is, I'm not going to be launching this in a fairing or anything. So what I could do is, to make this easier to launch, go ahead and put on a protective nose cone. And I'll be able to just decouple that once we get into space, and it'll float away after we dock. Okay. I don't really need it. I'm thinking about this of like, what do I need? I need this. I don't need anything else. Hey, cat, you want to come up here and join me, buddy? Why are you screaming at me?
Why is he crying?
I don't know. He's yelling at me. Meow.
That's weird. I just heard him crying. He knows he's not by himself.
Binks, come here. Come on. No, that's Penny. Do you want to come? Oh, okay. All right, we're doing this already. All right, we're doing the dog thing early today. I called the cat up to jump into my lap, and the dog came over. This is fine. Yeah, that's a good girl. Yeah, that's a good dog. Penny knows that I'm streaming now because I'm talking to my computer with nobody else in the room. So she's like, I'll come over and I'll hang out. This is fine. Hi. What is it? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Very, very, very good dog kisses. Here, we'll now I was gonna say we'll switch over to doggo scene for a second, but I can't reach the stream deck at the moment with the dog in my lap. 90 pounds of lap pooch. Yeah, she likes a good little tap on the bottom here. Just do, yeah. Can I? What are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we up here? Can I have my lap back? Yeah, thanks, Penny. Good dog. Alrighty. Well, why don't we take a look at our communications equipment? So, but what I had before was this installed on the, was it this one? Yeah, it was this one installed on the nose of the thing. You know, I'm not actually going to do that. But that's what we had before. And I'm thinking if we just, you know, let's see, this is tolerance. Where's the information on this? Antenna range, 100. Yeah, I'm thinking if we just use direct communications, it'll be, we should be fine. I don't think we need to utilize the ship as a relay. I'm trying to think if that's going to be necessary or not, and I don't think a relay on this is actually necessary. I honestly put that on the nose of the thing when I built it originally because that was the best thing I had available to me. I could still put on one or two of these maybe just to, you know, make sure we. I think I will. You know what? Let's add a little structural tube here. What is that? Is that under structural? Structural tube under structural? I think it might be. Wait, is it not? Oh no, it's down here. Oh, that's too big. And we'll give it a little. How much do these weigh? It's actually a little more than I expected. Although I think the weight is the same per variant. I have no idea. All right, so we'll just go communications. Should we put on a huge array, or is that insane? It's fine. Oh, although what we're gonna need RCS in those positions, so we're gonna have to offset them like that. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. Oh, you know what I could do? I bet I could fit, can I fit that entire dish on the inside of this thing? Inside the structural tube? It doesn't want to snap where I want it. No, it wouldn't. It would not really fit in there. All right, that's fine. Okay, so just gonna need the smallest amount of other stuff. RCS. Right at the nose there. We'll put a reaction control wheel on it. I like to put on as many reaction. Whenever I launch a new section, I like to put a reaction control wheel on it. I mean, they're not that heavy, 0.2 tons. And the more of them I have on my spaceship, the better I feel about it. Oh, and I'm also going to need an adapter. And a small amount of RCS fuel. You know what? I was gonna say I'll put RCS fuel on the ascent vehicle, but you know what I'm gonna do? Because I don't want to put an RCS tank on the inside that I'm not going to be able to access later. What we're gonna do is go fuel tanks, grab like what? I'm just gonna. I think I'm just gonna put one of these on the nose. And it doesn't exactly line up the way I wanted it to. It won't. It doesn't want to go like directly in the center. Close enough? Yeah, it's kind of ugly. Here, let's just put on 2 of these like that. There we go. And then that'll just get decoupled and left in, you know, as space junk. Alrighty. Now I need to put an adapter on this, so that is going to be structural, right? So I think I need a part that'll taper down. Hey, what asks?
Wow, almost 2 whole years.
Indeed. Alright, so we need that. Thanks for the resub. We need that, and then we just need the... We need that. That's the adapter we'll use, and we'll just auto-strut it. There we go. That's all we need. This part will get detached. This will be the new nose, which will just be a big flat Clampatron Senior. And then what I'm going to need to do is build a rocket underneath this. That'll be... I mean, how much does this thing possibly weigh? 1.875 tons. And we'll be ditching whatever this weighs. And the weight for these. Yeah, that's all we need. Then we'll just dock this to the front of the spaceship. Picked up the CK2 Humble Bundle. This is a great... Oh my god, yeah, that was a great deal. An amazing deal. Yeah, that's about the gist of it. So that's the new nose right there. I think what we'll do is put these down towards the center. Oh, you know what we could do is turn on the center of mass. Of the center of mass. Oh, you know what? The center of mass is a little bit higher because of the stuff up here. If we get rid of this, which we will. Oh, you know what? No, that's not gonna work the way I wanted it to. No, it will. It's fine. No, this is fine. Okay, so let's build a doodle onto this. I think what we'll just do is put a fuel tank on here because I'll be able to decouple it and put some struts on there. See the trailer for KSP2? Oh my god, yes. I watched it like 7 times. I watched it a whole bunch of times. And it was great. So yeah, we should just be able to... I'm just gonna... We're gonna do this fast and dirty. We don't need to do anything crazy for this. Aha! No. Where's the fuel, the size I'm looking for? It's not that. It's not those big. It's this one. It's this one. We'll pull a couple struts in there, and she's good to go. No, it'd be great if I had a space. If I knew how to make space planes, because this would fit in a cargo hold pretty easily, I bet. Let's see. Let's just give it a mainsail. And maybe a couple boosters. Wonder what they're gonna add. Lots of stuff. I mean, they've already confirmed interstellar travel, new planets into the Kerbal system, colonies. I know they showed a Project Orion drive, which is pretty sweet. Multiplayer was confirmed. Strut this right to there. That'll keep that in position as we go. We'll basically get near and then just decouple from there. And I think what we'll just do is give it some boosters. We'll just strap some diddlies onto it and she'll be fine. Give it a massive first stage of solid rocket. I'm probably overkilling this by a lot. Oh, I'm definitely overkilling this by a lot, but that's fine. That's the fun of the game. You know, building things that might explode, because why not? I have a lot of money, too. Oh, I do not have a lot of money. Oh, shit. It's fine. We'll do some missions to get some cash. It's fine. Any extra fuel, I was gonna say any extra fuel we can transfer over, but we're not gonna be able to do that now. It's fine. Let's give these bad boys, let's see, that's the Delta Wing. What am I looking for here? Some fins. Those look pretty nice, pretty sweet. You have a couple of those bad boys. Although, you know what? It probably would be better if we had, Oh, where's the one I'm looking for? Just the regular tail fin I think will do just fine. There we go. This is completely overkill for what we need to do. But, you know what? It's early in the day. Let's have some fun. Well, let's have some fun, blow some stuff up. Yeah, we'll just save this as untitled for now, because it's a one-off thing. That's one big dog down there. That's one big Penelope. Yes, you are. You're the biggest dog in the world. Yes, you are. Okay, let's do this. Oh shit, I forgot something. Back to the Space Center. Yeah, that's where I wanted to go, right? Yeah, definitely forgot something already. I go ahead and recover that. We're probably gonna have to do a mission or two to make some money because we're not gonna have enough to finish the planned Xenon engine boosters that we were going to put on. We don't have any power on this thing. Am I going to Jupiter? Right now we're just rebuilding the spaceship that we sent to Duna so that it can maintain longer range missions. But yeah, I'm planning on going deeper into the solar system. You know what? Can I just snap one of these to the nose or something? We don't need very much juice. So Skydets, thanks for the diddly. Does it fly? If not, add more boosters. Does that work? Add more struts and repeat. Exactly. You know, we'll just put here. We'll just put a pair of hundreds on this because I don't want to add any weight that is not needed to the actual spaceship. So this little nose thing that's going to get decoupled and left in space is the extraneous stuff that we don't need. All right, let's go to save that. Part of me kind of hopes that in KSP2, because they showed much grander and larger things in KSP2. They showed huge spaceships and huge orbital facilities. And I just think that it seems like KSP2 is going to have more potential for destruction. Fuel cells are good for takeoff. Oh, that's that's kind of overkill when you could do it for less money and less weight. I mean, this isn't going, this is just going to orbit. It doesn't need a fuel cell on it. Fuel cells are for, you know, if you're building a probe that's going to be somewhere that, you know, doesn't get any sunlight or something like that. Oh yeah, this thing is complete overkill. We're only halfway through the solid fueled booster. Oh, it's turning. You know what? It is turning the correct direction though, so I'm just gonna let it go. Oh, now it's going the other way. Oh shit. This is fine. Nope, 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 nope. Back the other way. Back the other way. This is fine. This is fine. Fuck. Okay, now you're not going anywhere that I want you to. Gotta wait for these to burn out, then we'll correct. Well, this is fine. Oh shit, 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 shit. Okay, we need to go this way. Is it this way? Which way do we need to go? 90. This way. We need to go this way. You know, just go in the wrong direction around the planet. It's fine. There we go. Back on. Stay on target. Stay on target. Oh shit, we are going really fucking fast. Oh yeah, we this is fine. Oh, and I forgot to actually, goddamn, I never remember to actually wait for the correct orbital, like, window. This is fine. Alright, we'll just warp up here. We got 2,200 left, that's enough. All we gotta do is deliver the payload to the space ship. I was gonna say space station, but no, it's the spaceship. Because it doesn't. Well, it's been here for a while because we've been repairing and rebuilding it, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. All right, where are we? Oh, we're just about there. We're still going about 700. Yeah, we got enough fuel for this. Alright, prograde. Not exactly close to where we need to be, but we could correct that with a minimal amount of delta V. Complete overkill in terms of the engines, but if it doesn't work, just add more diddly to it. Try to get those to line up. Well, actually, you know what? The inclination's pretty good. All right, so let's see if we can't get a close intercept by just waiting a couple. Yeah, there we go. If we just wait like 3 or 4 orbits, we can get pretty close, and then we'll just see if we can't whip this around a little closer. I think we go like that. There we go. Closer, but the relative speed's off. Here, let's shift it down this way, and then trying to do it with the least amount of fuel. That looks pretty good, and then maybe just pull it back a little bit. Don't like that. Especially because that actually puts us, that kind of messes up our orbit to the point where it actually puts us, you know. Here, let's redo this. We'll just go and maneuver. Do this nice and simply. We'll wait the, is it 3? We'll wait the 3 orbits. And then just see if we can't get it a little bit closer without going too crazy here. We'll just do that. And that'll get us there with minimal fuel. I mean, we have enough fuel for it, but... Right? We have enough fuel? 760? Plenty. It's fine. Alright, so node in 56 minutes. No, an hour and 56 minutes. We can't speed up any faster, can we? No, I don't think we can. We're also going to have to build a new multi-purpose lander. And maybe try to keep it lighter than the last one. The last one we built was heavy as a motherfucker. And it was not ideal. I'm thinking maybe we build a one-man lander instead of a three-man lander. That'll cut down on the weight by a lot, and that'll mean it's a lot less dead weight for the spaceship to push around. All right, she's catching up. She's catching up. We'll meet her right over here in an hour. What are we on right now? Times 50? Okay. Is it? I think it's one more. Yeah, it's one more orbit, I think. I don't want to do it from the tracking station and speed up any faster because I'm afraid I'll shoot past it. So that's why I'm just sitting here. I'm going, okay, don't fuck it up. But what I can do is once we get past this one more time, I think, I could just warp to the next one. Then I don't have to worry about it. We'll try that. We'll get past it. And we should, yeah, there we go. Warp to next maneuver. Excellent. I mean, what is that, 15 kilometers? 15.8 kilometers. It'll require one or two more adjustments, but it's not that bad. I could have done it much simpler if I actually remember to wait for an orbital window, but I never remember to do that. I never remember to wait, or the launch window. One of these days, I'll remember the launch window. One of these days. I remember all the time when we're doing the fuel runs on Minmus, but I never remember when we're doing it from a launch from Kerbin. All right, here we go. Sure, we're pointing towards the maneuver node. Shouldn't this be prograde? No, it's retrograde. My bad. It is retrograde. And I'm not going to use full thrust because it's only 11 meters per second. There we go. All right, close enough. Set to target. Warp to maneuver. Or warp to encounter. Not going to be close enough to see her, but that's fine. We'll get there. Retrograde to target. And this is going to be a pretty brief burn to slow us down. Woohoo! Yeah, brief burn indeed. All right, towards the target now, and we'll get there. All right, what's that put the, well, this is gonna put us at, ooh, further away. Though we could just shoot for this one. That's okay. How close can we get on this one before it'll start going around the other direction? We'll go to 6 kilometers, and then we'll do another adjustment. And I think we'll probably be able to get it on the next one. It's a pretty easy adjustment. This thing has got such an overpowered engine on it. It's a really easy adjustment. And we have plenty of fuel for this. Slow down relative to the target's velocity. Whoop! And we'll head towards the target. got here? Pin. There we go. Shooting for about 200 meters. See if we can get within, that's under 1,000 meters. 800, 700, 600, 500, 400, 300, 200. Close enough. And then once we get really close, we'll ditch the butt. And we'll dock the new thing. No intersection with just one bird. Yeah, Robin, I 100% forgot to wait for a launch window. I do it all the time. I never remember to wait for a launch window. Bye! Whoop! I always forget. Well, I always forget when I'm launching something from Kerbin. If I'm doing anything else, I remember. But from Kerbin, I always forget for some reason. And we'll just give this a little tappy here. There we go. Well, why don't we get a little bit closer before we ditch the engine section? Oh, I don't know. We're moving. Oh, I would say we're moving towards it just because we're rotating the ship around. There we go. Yeah, now what we could do is just get rid of the butt. And we'll dock the new nose onto the spaceship. Because we got the RCS on here to handle this. So, decouple. Did that not work? Or is it just because it's moving in the same direction? Nope. Just because it's moving in the same direction. Thank fucking God. Okay, so set as target. And then we got to put this little guy on there. Control from here. Let's, we'll get a little, we're almost there. So let's go ahead and, wow. Big reaction control wheel on a tiny little thing. Okay, there we go. Whoa, shit. Forgot RCS was on. And here, let's swap over here. Control from here. We need to be aiming at that little butt right there. There we go. Quick question. Still on episode 15. Which planets? So far, I've only done Duna. Outside of the moons here. I've gone to and from Duna with this spaceship. The plan was to send this one to the other planets, but it wasn't fuel efficient enough to really get that mission. So we sent it back to Kerbin for upgrades. And then we spent the last couple doodles basically building, working on our mining base on the moon, then realizing that it would be better to move it to Minmus, move the entire base to Minmus. And that brings us here. Why is that drifting off like that? Hang on. Let's get in closer here. Man, this thing is so light. It is responsive. I'm glad I did not put more RCS thrusters on it. Because it is very responsive given its tiny, tiny little weight. So once this is, we have all the mining stuff is done now. It is finished. So now the idea is to finish the upgrades to the spaceship. Then what we do is we fly it to Minmus, we top her off there, and we send her to another planet. Not sure which one, we haven't decided yet, but we'll figure it out. So they can go into the inner solar system is what I was thinking. Here, let's, it's looking pretty good. The shadow being cast on this thing by all the, by like that, by the engine section, and that's pretty cool looking. Using the tiniest little taps on this. Oh God! Those magnets just oh, son of a bitch. Okay, now what we do is we decouple this, because we don't need any of that anymore. There we go. Now she has a new nose. It doesn't look as cool as the old nose, but it is it'll allow us to actually dock with the refueling station, which the other one did not. Did not have that option. Oh, you know what we can also do? Make sure we extend all the antennas, because they'll look cool. Unfurling like little flowers there. Beautiful. And there's all this space junk floating around it. Alright, with the antennas expanded, the front looks a little cooler. Not super cool, a little bit cooler. And what we're going to do is, because it's a little superfluous now, we'll grab this one if I can get my hands on it. And retract that one. That's the escape pod. Is that fueled? It is. Okay, cool. Excellent. So, now what we need to do... Let's go ahead and save that. Now what we need to do is rebuild the lander section that we had on here before. That's the idea. Oh, and because I showed it right at the top in this of the stream, and not a lot of people were here the second we started at 8 a.m. I did upgrade the refueling base. So this bad boy is fully capable of refueling that spaceship to the brim when we need it, because I added on massive fuel tanks to transfer fuel from, and more ore capacity over here as well. And then I did a bunch of what was it, like 4 runs maybe? I think it was 4 runs to get enough fuel to fill this thing up, because these were all launched empty. And then I filled these up too. Are these full? These are partially full, so I've done a little bit. But yeah, the mining station is fully capable. So the idea is the spaceship comes, like docks to one of these nodes down here, transfers fuel over, then she moves out into the space, either the inner or the outer solar system. Don't know where she's going yet. But we need to rebuild her lander, her manned lander. And I just thought of something. We're gonna have to take a look at our contracts too, because we are running out of money. All the launches for the mining station cost quite a bit. What do we got? Gather surface deployed ion collector science from the surface of Ike. Extract ore from Ike. Oh, that one's... Test the Twitch liquid fuel engine on escape trajectory out of Duna. Science data from space around Ike. Rescue Richley from the orbit around Duna. It's all Duna and Ike. I just came back from there. Damn it. Oh! Extract ore from the moon. I literally just moved my mining base from the moon. Oh, you're a jerk, game. This game's being a jerk. I come back from Duna and Ike, and it gives me all these missions for Duna and Ike. I move my space station from the moon to Minmus, and it goes, hey, go do some stuff at the moon. Ah. Are any of these worth anything? That's Duna again. Duna. Fly by Duna. Science from the moon, that's nothing. Flag on Ike. Oh, god damn it, game. You're such a bitch. Send us science data back from the surface of Ike. I mean, getting an unmanned probe to Ike would be easy. Gonna play KSP2 when it comes out? Of course. Of course, and I'm hoping to do some multiplayer on it too. I mean, that's worth 600,000. Ion collector science. Wait, what's an ion collector? Is that a manned thing or an unmanned thing? I don't know. I think it's unmanned. Let's see. I have no idea. Weather analyzer, photovoltaic cell, thermoelectric generator. I think it'd be that one. Yeah. All right, well, why don't we go ahead and worry about that later? Future Magnus has to deal with that problem. Why don't we deal with our current problem? A lot of landers tipping over in the trail. Oh, I've had a lot of landers tip over. All right, what do we got? What do we want to use? Maybe just a, I'm thinking about a, just a one-man lander, because we did the whole multiple, the three-man lander with all the science, and for this multi-purpose spaceship, I think it's better to make a lighter lander to increase the fuel efficiency of the whole thing. So thinking maybe we just use like a Mark 1 can lander and work off of that. Because one person can fit in this bad boy perfectly fine. How much does that weigh? 0.66 tons. I think that's workable. That's workable. We'll just need to put on everything required to get it down and back up. Twitching astronaut, thanks for the follow. We have unmanned landers already attached to the spaceship, so if there's someplace we're not comfortable sending a Kerbal down, we could just unattach one of the unmanned landers, send it down, and it does have the capacity to get back up in theory, depending on the atmosphere or the body that we're going to. Yeah, this is fine. We'll make this work. I think we'll just do, because before I was using this. I was using this to get 3 people down to the surface. I think that's overkill. I think we'll just go with the one-man can diddly here. I think that's for the best. Multiplayer just means there's be more collisions, explosions, yelling at each other, things like that. All right. Well, we're definitely going to want to have all the science on this, because we're going to places that no Kerb has gone before. So we'll put that right on the top there, because it fits. And we're going to want to tape all of the science to this somewhere. Although, you know what? Maybe we should start with a fuel tank. Why do I come up with ideas like that? What is this one? Oh, it's an adapter for the the space plane things. Oh yeah, there we go. To give it a wider landing base, I could just loft them off to the sides. Or do I want to keep it... I'm thinking I kind of want to keep it in line. That'll make it easier to maneuver around, I think. What is the purpose of these bad boys? I've never used these before. These ball ones you just stick anywhere. And in theory, she's supposed to come back up too, so she's gonna need a lot of delta V. And I don't want her to be top heavy, so what if we just Like, you don't want to put a giant ass fuel tank on there, because then it's gonna wobble and floop over. Here, what if we put one of those on? And then was it this one? No. What's the next size up? Is there a smaller one than that? It's not that. That's not that one. This one. Like that. That'll give it a wider base to land on. Got a little bit of fuel in there. Ooh, and I can paint it. Oh, and before I forget, because this is going to need to attach onto the side of the spaceship, it's going to need a regular sized clamptron. All right, now what I'll start doing is I'll start plastering all the science onto the side of this, like right in here. Well, that's pretty big. Seismotron, gravioli detector. What is this? Oh, that's big. We'll put a goo container on the butt side here, like this. Pop it down a little bit. Multiplier to make docking interesting. Yeah, it most certainly will. Pressure diddly. Right there. How much does this weigh? Oh, that's kind of big, but it doesn't weigh much. So we'll just let that floop right there. And I'm missing one of these bad boys, but there's not really a good place to put it where it won't die. Does this deploy? It looks like it does, but it doesn't actually do anything. All right, so it would dock onto the front of the thing right there. And then what I'm gonna need is a... Looks a little off-center. Well, I mean, it's not gonna be completely symmetrical, but it doesn't really need to be. Oh, it needs a lot of... It's missing a lot of things right now, though. Like power. Here, what we'll do is we'll put a nice good-sized battery on there. And we don't need anything crazy in terms of power. I'm so handsome. Oh, that's my wife. She gets to say that. She has to say that, in fact. It's a requirement. Oh, you know what would be better is maybe retractable photovoltaics. So I can pull them in. Yeah. Here, we'll plop those on the side. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. That's good. It's got power, control. Command control. Got a reaction control wheel in there. It can be this one. Oh, it's getting a little tall. It's getting a little on the tall side with all that stuff on there. You know, I could always do. 0.2 tons. Oh, that's too big. They don't make one. They don't make a reaction control wheel that size. This thing on the top is what really bugs me. You know what? Now that I think about it, let's just take that off. We don't exactly need science anymore. It's more for funsies. Take that off. We don't have to worry about the thing's height. We don't have to worry about it being so freaking tall. There we go. Little deployable, little deployable doodle here. See how that looks. Oh, that's beautiful right there. That's perfect. All right, it's gonna need some legs. That's a nice looking base right there. What's the plan for today? Right now we're upgrading our interplanetary spaceship. The last lander I built was really heavy and a little on the inefficient side. So what we're doing now is I'm actually just gonna take that goo container off. And we'll just leave on some of the lighter basic science stuff on there. So we're, oh yeah, that's from CK2. Don't pay any attention to that. We brought the spaceship back to Kerbin. We installed a new engine section. Now we're building a new lander. Hey, Sarlacc. Computer decided that restarting Windows 10 was more important. Well, yeah, my computer's definitely told me I should be restarting Windows 10, you know, like, while I was streaming. It's definitely told me that before. Happened on Tuesday. That's not it. Here, let's put this on. That. Scrooge that. Just into the side a little bit. So it looks a little nice. Yeah, like that looks good. And I'm thinking what we do, because right now, let's take a look at the, I was like, why don't I have any Delta V information on this? There's no engines on it. So what we could either do is mount ourselves a small engine here, or some radially. Ertrogswinkel.
Don't forget that sometimes you need science stuff for missions money.
Oh. No, you are right about that. Also, 17 months in a row, thank you very much. Science stuff for missions is correct. I do have some of the science stuff. Maybe the goo container would be worth it then, just in case. Like, that's just a window there. We could oh, you know what? I just noticed something. I've got this, I got 4 of those on, I think. I only need 1. Pretty sure I had 4 of those on there. Yeah, there we go. And then maybe we just, we got most, I'm gonna leave the Science Junior off, but we'll go ahead and put the, that right there. Like that. There we go. Just in case we need it. Alright, so we got power, we got batteries, we got a reaction control wheel. We don't have any RCS yet, so I'm gonna need that. Why don't we go ahead and put that on right now? That is under command and control. Here, what we'll do is we'll put on a quad of them. Put on a quad there, and we'll put on the other quad below the legs there. We're gonna need to put on a small amount of RCS fuel. It's not gonna need a lot. It'll just need a little bit. Those aren't too heavy. What is our weight looking at right now? 5 tons. So right now, this weighs less than 1/3 of the last one I made. Which makes sense, because the last one is built for 3 people. Hey, Chew-Dog! Welcome. And we will need RCS fuel, unfortunately. Not a lot of it, though. Because ideally, the RCS fuel would only ever be used for docking. That's way too big. Actually, I don't even like the size of these ones. Put those on there, and then maybe another set right there. So it's symmetrical. It's knobbly and symmetrical. There we go. Oh yeah, you're right. I do need to get the legs out of the way. we'll have to move them, like, here. This looks pretty good. This has got everything it needs, sans an engine. But why don't we go ahead and throw an engine on it and just see what the delta V and, you know, information like that says. I'm not leaving that on there. So at, well, let's, think about some thuds. Thuds are rather inefficient. What I like about thuds, though, is that they have a good thrust, good amount of thrust given their size. Like, also, these guys are loud as fuck. I hate them. Alright, so this one is more efficient in space, less efficient on the ground. This one is... You know what? Actually, the thuds aren't that bad. Oh, they're huge, though. Fuck. They're really big. How much do those weigh as well? Oh, they're like a ton each. Yeah, no. I can't use those. What if I just put on like a Terrier? I mean, it doesn't need to fit. It doesn't need to look good. And that is, oh no, that wouldn't really fly either because the Terrier is terrible. Yeah, it's good in vacuum, but this needs to be a multi-purpose engine. We need a multi-purpose engine. GIF hello. The GIF hello does work. I finally fixed that.
Hello there.
And I'm gonna add on a General Grievous one later. General Kenobi coming down from the top. So if someone queues up one and then someone queues up the other, you got a little interaction going there. Anywho, what about this bad boy? Too small. Ah. Poodle's too big, right? Yeah. Doesn't exactly leave me with a lot of options here, does it? I mean, the Bobcat actually isn't a bad option. The issue is it's doodle. I don't like it. Looks like the Imperial drone on Hoth from them. I'm okay with that. I love all the Imperial stuff. No idea what I want to use here. Ideally, we need something that's good in multiple, like an old Reliant maybe. Because the other option is to grab a bunch of these. Let's see, that's 275 and 90. The other one is here. The Cubs. They're a little big. But they are what I'm looking for. Generally speaking. Doesn't exactly line. It looks nice, but it doesn't exactly line up, but it looks nice. All right, now let's take a look at some thrust to weight ratio. So it's got more than enough to get it off the ground on Kerbin. In space, we got 1800 delta V. Min Miss Moho. Moho, it's fine. Eve, get off the ground at Eve. Duna, way plenty. She will, like, I haven't even been to any of the dress. Yeah. Can we maybe use fewer then? Maybe go with oh, it's not gonna look whatever I unless I do this. Do 4 of these bad boys. I could even get off the ground at Kerbin. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe 4 of those bad boys. Theoretically, what I could do is grab the, here, let's grab these and move them up. Grab those and put them there. We'll put those, yeah, put those bad boys up a little bit. Do you think I can get away with just 4 of these? That'll save weight if I take, I mean, because this thing's not that big. If I just mount them centrally, I think I could get away with only 4 of those and it would probably still work. Be a little less controllable, but, this is fine. Saves weight by eliminating half of those, too. I like the looks of it. And the only other thing I could potentially add would be a heat shield. Do I want to add the weight of a heat shield on, though? A 10-meter wide deployable heat shield. Whoa, my. I've never used that before. Because that's pretty heavy. 0.8 tons. That adds nearly a ton of weight. She looks like it's still good, plenty, though. 1,800, well, I mean... Is 1,800 enough? Take that off. Yeah, again, it's 2,200. It's multi-purpose. It is multi-purpose. The spaceship as a whole is multi-purpose, and what I'm thinking is anywhere that's got a thin atmosphere, we can send down a Kerbal with this. Anywhere that's got a dangerous atmosphere, we can send down the unmanned probes we already have there. So I'm thinking we leave the heat shield off so that it's lighter, and we could use this for the safer landings. Also, does this, that ladder, will that go all the way to the ground? Nope. Maybe we should move the legs up a little. If anything, we could probably use the smaller legs. Oh, that's in the way now. Everything's in the way of everything. JJ, welcome. They can just jump around it. Oh, no. I got an idea. It's fine. Hang on. We'll figure, we got this. There we go. Problem solved. If anything, we could probably even give that to make it look a little bit nicer. We can turn off the angle snapping. Give it a little bit less of an extreme angle there. There we go. Beautiful. Going to the moon. I haven't exactly decided. This is part of a much grander construction. I have a spaceship in orbit right now that is capable of getting basically anywhere in the solar system. And the last lander I had attached to it weighed like almost 20 tons. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to build a smaller lander that's lighter so that the entire ship is more fuel efficient. So this is going to go up and attach to the bigger spaceship, and then the plan is that bigger spaceship goes to the inner or the outer solar system, and then someone in the spaceship can crawl over to the lander, and then they can go down and do their science and stuff. And I think we're I'm thinking we're good. It's got everything it needs, right? I'm thinking we're good. Let's retract these bad boys. They're not really in the way. I like the looks of it. Alrighty, so how much money we got? 400,000 ducats left. So now we just have to build a small launch rocket for this to get it up into orbit. Should be perfect. Shouldn't take any more than a minute here. We're gonna call this the David the Lander 6, because this is the sixth lander variant I've constructed. Okay, so we need a decoupler there. Decoupler. Oh, too big. We need a decoupler there. And then we will be putting on, I believe it will be this section. Yep. Give it a fuel. Let's see, which one do we want to use here? Bobcat. Bobcat. Give it a Bobcat. There we go. Magnus, tilts ladder slightly. Modern problems require modern solutions. Exactly. Alrighty. That's good so far. And, it doesn't really need to be crazy, because because this is getting refueled before she goes into the outer solar system. This is completely, you know, self-contained. So if need be, I can just fly that where it needs to be. We'll make sure that these are set to Kerbin. Is that correct for Kerbin? There's no way that's correct for Kerbin. What about the thrust away? Really? Alright. Alright, it doesn't need to be crazy here. Again, maybe just slap some solid rocket boosters on this thing, put a nose cone on her. Oh, she's gonna need a, oh, hang on. Make sure nobody sneaks into it. There we go. We don't need a pilot. We don't need someone sneaking on in. Well, we could if we wanted. You know what? Fuck it. Sam Lorf. Good luck. Oh, shit. You know what I just thought? Oh, that reminds me. Okay, there is something I forgot on this. Trying to play EU4 and Binks just draped himself across my mouse pad so I can't use it. Yeah, the cats do that to me, Leah. They do that to me all the time. Dinah will just come over here and put her little butt right down on the mouse. Binks sprawls out, kicks everything off. Landing this thing would be far easier on the places that we're going if we put parachutes on it. Ooh, that might get in the way a little. Need solar panel? That's what these are right here. Boom. Boom. Got a pair. Yeah, scrooge those down just a hair. And I don't like the way these look. So let's just pull them out. Yeah, there we go. Pull them out just a hair there. And scrooge them just a hair down, just because it looks a little nicer. Lines up a little better. What I was thinking is, because I normally launch everything unmanned these days with just probes on them, but this is, if I'm actually going to put a pilot in this thing, I was thinking, why don't we put parachutes on it just in case it explodes so you can go back to Kerbin safely. And then what I'm also going to do is, here, for starters, let's take these, deployment mode, I can't do that, okay. Let's give them their own staging, and then what I'm going to do is actions. We're going to use drogue shoots are going to be 9. Deploy shoot, and custom group 10 will be deploy the regular shoot, so that I can rapidly hit those buttons if need be. All right, so far so good. This is fine. And then I think what we do is maybe we just strap some boosters on this bad boy. See the death count somewhere? Yes, actually, I can show you the death count. Pretty sure. I think there's a list of dead Kerbals in the astronaut complex. Yeah, here we go. Jebediah, Bob, Valentina, Jedrod, Whereson, Marbles, and Rabble. I remember a couple of them. Jed died in a freak early booster accident. Bob accidentally deorbited himself into the moon. Valentina jumped too high on Minmus, I think, and died coming back down. And I don't particularly remember the rest of them. Oh, also 4 tourists died, but they're not on the list. Three tourists? 4. 4 tourists died. But if they're not on the payroll, they don't count. That's how it works. If they're not on the payroll, they don't count. Alrighty, so we'll just strap a couple easy boosters to this bad boy. I mean, I might actually have some easy boosters pre-made. No, those are really big. Oh, that's 3. Get rid of that. 2. Some nice easy boosters here. Is that overkill? Is that overkill? I think that's overkill. Here. Let's maybe just use the liquid fuels as our first stage. I think that's good. That's plenty. That should be plenty. And just so it doesn't fall over. And where is it? Is it structural? Where's structural? Never. I'm on it. There it is. Just so, because it looks a little wonky on the launch pad. And then, can we make it? Just make it really tall. Give it. Oh, I just clicked off the screen. Can we make it really tall just to give it a couple meters boost? Is that legal? Is that something you could do? It looks like you can't. It doesn't seem like the game is gonna stop me from doing it. That should be fine. No such thing as overkill. Yeah. But there is someone in this. I don't want him to die. Let's give it a shot. I wonder how high this is gonna look. Mic staticking again? Yeah, that's why I got a new mic fund. It's a problem. Wow, that's a little higher than I actually thought it would be. That's cute though. It's cute. All right, full throttle. It's got enough. Yeah, this is fine. Nice, smooth, you know, diddle. And oh my god, I forgot to wait for the orbital window again. The launch window. Hang on, the map. Oh, yeah, it's on the other side. Yeah, the spaceship's on the other side of the planet. Oh, it's fine. I'm already going up. Not stopping now. Agonizingly slow. It's supposed to be, when you're going through the thickest part of the atmosphere, you're supposed to be going slow. Because the more speed you have going through the atmosphere, the more fuel you're wasting. Oh, I could have put a nose cone on this too to make it a little bit more aerodynamic. Oh, it doesn't have any fins either. It's fine. Like, if anything, I could slow down. I could stand to slow down a little. Because we're still in the thick part of the atmosphere. Well, let's see how we do. Because we can use the fuel on the lander to actually dock with the ship because we're refueling before going on our mission, so it's fine. The flame, oh yeah, the flame, painting it red and flame decals would make it go faster. That's just common knowledge, though. we're getting through the thicker part of the atmosphere. Let's see if we can... Oh, wow. It's actually very controllable. Surprisingly so. I mean, it's kind of bipping and bopping around a little bit now, but this is fine. As long as we can get to the spaceship with the fuel in the lander, all is well. And the Delta V on the lander should actually go up, shouldn't it? Because we're going to ditch some weight. Oh, how high am I on this now? Pretty good, 50,000. Ooh, I don't know. I think it's going to be close. I think we'll make it, but I think it'll be close. Would have been perfectly fine if I had, you know, remembered that, that launch windows are a thing in this game. Because I launched on the freaking opposite side of the planet of where I'm trying to go. Not too bad, not too bad. So fire trucks are so fast, they're painted red. Exactly. It's super easy to control, which is nice. I'll set it to pro grade. Now, I am going to warn you guys, when I turn these engines on, you're going to have to cover your ears. Ooh. Now that I think about this, these are low thrust engines. This might not fly to, because we gotta build up a lot of speed. And these are really low thrust engines. Actually, it's not too bad. I am going to start early, though. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. I thought I'd be sitting there falling back into the atmosphere as I tried to do this. And if it comes down to it, I can always maneuver the spaceship to flip over to this guy. It's like he's wiggling his little booty. For a second there, I was like, I've got an insertion. Wait, no, I hit the planet first. Yeah, this is not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. We're okay. If you make the room noises, yep. Hey, bud, you wanna come up here? Come on up, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come on. Yeah, cat. We got a cat. And he's licking me. Why are you licking my shirt? Is it delicious? It must be delicious. Oh, now he just licked my face. All right, okay. I need access to the controls though, buddy. Buddy. Here. All right, I've got access to some controls. And whoop. How much fuel do I got left? Oh, that's plenty. Yeah, big boy Binks, exactly. Big bottom Binks, because you got a big fat cat butt. Alrighty, so we actually have to get there. And so what I'm going to do is I'll warp around to my periapsis here. Why are you all crazy, Binks? What are we doing? See, little cat face. What are we doing? I'll raise up the apoapsis just a little bit. And then see if waiting a couple orbits will do the trick. A little bit more. Close. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Too much. Is that okay? Yeah, that's okay. Whoa, actually Nah, we'll be okay. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, how long do we have to wait? 3 hours, 39 minutes. Are we high enough to be able... No, we're not high enough to be able to warp very quickly, so we'll do it from the tracking station. Yeah, cat cam. I need a dog cam, too. Oh, I got 3 pets, so I gotta get a cam for each of them. Okay, so we're looking at David the Lander 6 here. We'll go to 100 times. Because I don't want to sit here for 5 minutes waiting, because I'm an impatient man. So we'll sit here for 2 minutes waiting. Or... No, don't hit that button. Hit the button! Actually, it wasn't too bad. An hour. 50 minutes. Alright, we'll go to 100 now. Oh yeah, that's fine. All right, we could pop back over to David now. What are you doing, bud? What are you being crazy? You got sneeze? Look like you got sneeze. Hey, buddy. Silly cat. Okay. Let's see here. Warp to next maneuver. Cool. Last orbit we'll do from here so we don't move it or miss it. What you doing, Binks? What are you doing? He's got crazy eyes. Yeah, it'll be 100 meters per second, then 160 to slow down, and then we'll basically be there. Are the double stuffed Oreos just regular stuff? Are you saying you've been gypped on your stuffing? Those are some wild accusations, Leah. Oh, I forgot that I'm using an idiot here. I'm used to smart people. All right, whoa. Here, maybe we adjust with... That's not close. Alrighty, let's pin this. We gotta go, we went too far. We gotta go over this way. That'll bring it back together. Just a hair, though. Just a little tweaking here and there. Use some low thrust here. So that's a couple 100 meters. Yeah. All right. That'll work. I'll make it work. Mega stuffed Oreos. Is Mega just quad? Is that what it is? Alright, set this to retrograde to target. Yeah, we're off by a lot now, but we'll fix it. I always make this harder on myself than it needs to be. Oh god. And I have to do some of this stuff manually. Like, where's the target? It's this way. I'm not used to using an idiot. 12 meters, 12 meters, 1200, we want to get to about, not 12,000. We want to get closer. Oh shit, did I just run out of fuel? Oh, balls. We just ran out of fuel. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. No, this is fine. This is fine. Thought I had more fuel. I thought I had 600 Delta V to work with, and I guess I had less than that. This is fine. Just do the last maneuver from here. Because this ship works
Everything's perfectly all right now.
Fine.
We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you.
Set as target. Retrograde to target. We'll just do the last bit of intercept with Big Boy here. Mission failed. Oh no, the mission hasn't failed. It's fine. There's always more options. The other ship is perfectly maneuverable, and this gets us within 3,000 meters. So we'll just do the maneuver from here, because it's the same maneuver as we were doing from the other guy, and he's still got RCS fuel. So all we have to do is maneuver this guy close in, and we'll be able to use the RCS fuel on the lander to do the last bit of stuff. It does have asymmetric thrust or weight right now, which is something we're trying to fix. With the lander, we'll actually fix that problem. Yeah, there we go. Pretty close. Not a perfect burn because these are much lower thrust to weight than the lander has, but still okay. We can still fix it. We should be 5 meters away, or 500, 300, or 1,000. 100, 1,000, you know, what's the difference? Factor of 10, Magnus! Alright, now we'll just point towards the target. We'll get that last, orbits are pretty good right now. We'll get that last 3,000 meters knocked off, and then we'll be able to dock them. Just gotta close that distance now. See, this guy works fine. Gonna have to fuel him at some point. And these numbers are not correct for some reason. Why are we getting further away? Nope, it's working now. Here, let's pin that. Yeah, there we go. Come to me, friend. Ideally, we want to get to within about 200 meters. Can't wait to see what unintentional chaos you cause with colonies in KSP2. Oh, well, me too. I can't wait. 800, 700, 600, 500. Doesn't want to get closer than that right now. Okay, so we'll just point this bad boy retrograde. So now we're at least in visual distance. Ben wants me to play that with him. It's educational, Leah. You learned stuff from Kerbal Space, that's from U4. You learned stuff from CK2. You can learn things about space. Should be able to technically see it. Yeah, there she is right there. So she's going to attach right here. And she will help balance out the weight of this bad boy. Let's turn those engines on. Start cutting the speed. Oh, the docking will be fine. There's the RCS. We just have to get this guy close to that guy. He's got RCS fuel, so I could dock from that, which is easy as can be. I can't wait to attach it so the asymmetric weight is kind of balanced out a little. Adding an extra 10 tons to the side of this thing will make it a lot easier to control. 400 meters. That's my oh no, this is not my space station. This is the spaceship. This is the thing that is going to other planets. Space station's at Midmiss. This bad boy is, well, I mean, the core section is the same, but I replaced the engine section from the time we went to Duna, decided that I wanted to make some changes, sent him back here. There are attachment points here and here for high initial specific impulse engine clusters that I'm going to attach on. The lander attaches here, and I need, this is my autonomous lander. I call it my micro probe. I need to add on another micro probe there to balance out the weight a little bit. Other than that, we're good. It looks like a space station. It doesn't look like a space station. It's completely yeah. I'll show you my other space station. That one looks like a space station. The mining base at Magnus looks like a space station. This is just a hideous, hideous spaceship. See, that's gonna put us at 300 meters away. I think I can. Nah, that's fine. I mean, so I'm trying to do this. I don't want to mess this up, so I'm trying to do this nice and careful, like. All right, so let's make sure we're pointing retrograde. We'll tweak it just a little bit again. What is with it? What is with these numbers? They do not make sense. Slow that down. I want to get within like 50 meters. Oh, you know what? And I also forgot to here auto strut that so it doesn't whip. You know what? That could have been part of the problem with the with it drifting. This not being auto strutted to the rest of it probably added a little extra wibble. All right, let's oh yeah, there we go. That's less than 100. There we go. Can't wait till you're forced to build a space dock and larger tank. Oh, I can't wait for everything for Kerbal Space Program 2. It looks amazing. I don't know how you make that game MP. I have no idea how they're planning on it. I have the foggiest idea how they're planning it. Beautiful, look at that. All right, then we'll just stop real quick here. 75, less than 70 meters, that's pretty good. Oh yeah, there's a lot of wibble on this. I think a couple of these parts might need to be auto strutted because there's a lot of wibble I need to get rid of on this. All right. Or we're basically stopped. So why don't we go over, take a look at the actual space station? Because that one does look like a space station. That's Garrick 5. So this is the space station I built. I think to me this looks like a space station. This is the refueling station. This part detaches, goes down to Magnus, mines for a bunch of ore. There's already rovers down there that mine the ore, picks up the ore, comes back to the space station. That's the fuel processing center right there. Processes the ore into fuel that we fill up the tanks with, and monopropellant. We've got monopropellant tanks on there too, and there's a monopropellant tank right there. Boom. It's beautiful. I love it. All right, back to the tracking station because we got to dock those bad boys. That'll be easy, though. All right, so we want to go to David the Lander. Because they're within about 70 meters of each other right now, so all we got to do is nudge them in the correct direction. Alright, where is she? There she is. Alright, so we are going to... plenty of electricity. Monopropellant's still good. We want to control from here, and what we want to do is make sure we're aiming at the correct one, which, thankfully, is the one that's already right there. Set as target. And we need to look at the target. There we go. And then what we'll do is we'll pop over here. Control from here. And here, let's turn that off so I can actually see the thingy. Set as target. And we'll manually aim these at each other. Like so. Whoa, oh, oh, a little overcompensation there. A little bit too much. Bring her around. Yeah, a little bit of wobble in there. Let's auto strut all these parts. Yeah, that'll help with the wobble a little bit. Get these bad boys aiming at each other. Like that. Alright, boom. Switch on back. Okay, and then we'll just get into docking mode here. And we'll, RCS on. We're going the right way? Yeah. There we go. We'll just close that distance. Here, let's put that back on so I can actually see the distance there. Alrighty. And here we go. The lander doesn't need any fuel because the whole apparatus is getting refueled at Magnus before we head off. Oh, look at that. Look at that sight there, too. We got the beautiful Kerbal. You can see the atmosphere. We got the moon rising. It's beautiful. All right, let's aim camera here so we can see this a little better, too. All right, we are at 35 meters. And we're on target. I kind of hate that this thing was built while I was using the smaller couplers, because that makes the nose really kind of weak, but it's okay. And we're going to want to slow down a little bit in a second too. All right, 0.6 meters, 0.5, 0.4. There we go. On target so far. Let's go to 0.2. Slow down just a little bit more. Alrighty. Looking good so far. Slow down to 0.1 meter per second just to make this nice and delicate. Thing's so light. It's hard to thrust at low enough amounts to actually get it to do exactly what I want. But right there, we're good. Oh, what? There we go. Whoa, those magnetic forces. All right, there we go. Beautiful, successful. All right, so now we have an extra pilot on here. Ooh, I wonder if he can level up. Oh, we got science we can transmit. We got all of the science we gathered from Duna is still in the science lab. We can go ahead and level up the crew. Nobody's ready to level up. I think... How do we transfer this? Transfer science. I mean, we're right here at Kerbal. Might as well transfer it back. That's 500 science. And we've still got a bunch of data in there from Duna. All right, now to make sure it's more symmetrical, all we need to do is, because we used one of our micro landers as an impactor on Duna, which was fun, but I want to replace this. But that should be easy. I'm pretty sure it's still built. There we go. Beautiful. Hey, Sathor. Good morning. All right. Beautiful. It's beautiful. Save that. And back to the Space Center. I'm pretty sure I still have the microlander saved. Just watch the highlights from the last ops. Oh, you're talking about Arma? Yeah. That reminds me. If anybody who's watching wants to join us for Arma, we're playing that this afternoon. Let's check to make sure our microlander is still built. I've got a lot of stuff in here. Some of it's old. Microlander. Yep, there she is. Alright, so we're going to send this bad boy up. I am going to go ahead and take off the recoverable parts on this because I'm fully well aware that doesn't... Binks, why are you yelling? Cat's screaming his little head off. Everything else on this is fine. We'll do the same thing we did before, and we'll bring it all the way up to the roof, get it a couple extra meters off the ground. Why not? Oh, I think I hit the ceiling. Yeah, I hit the ceiling. Okay, there we go. Save the microlander. Launch this bad boy. Oh, Sather, were you the guy I shot in the arm while we were in that building? I don't remember who it was, but I definitely shot someone in the arm when we were taking the upper floors of a multi-story building. Okay, this time we're actually going to wait for a launch window. So will this stream be about 4 hours long like the others? Yep. Yeah, I felt a little bad, but I only shot you in the arm, so you were okay. That's pretty close. All right, set as target. All right, SAS on. That's beautiful. I've not been paying attention to my money. I don't remember, I have no idea how much all these launches cost. Hopefully I'm not completely blowing the budget, but I am low on money. I've used this, I've launched 2 of these before, so there shouldn't be any issues with this. Because this is just adding on another one of those little baby probes to our... Ooh, I may have waited a little too long, but at least we're gonna be close this time. Oh yeah, I remember that, Sathor. Perfect view of an infantry fighting vehicle that's blasting the hell out of the unit. No weapons to take it out. I have no idea who took it out. Actually, it might not be too bad. If we just don't gravity turn, or just gravity turn just a little bit, we'll probably be okay. All right, let's see here. Yeah. Let's actually, we're gonna need to, if anything, what we need to do is gravity turn a lot. It's the other way around. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I'm flipping. I'm flipping. All right. Reaction control wheel. We got this. This is fine. Stay on target. There we go. Yeah, we just need to push that out there and we'll be okay. I think I went a little late, but I think we're okay. I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to catch up. How much fuel is left in this engine? Oh, it's plenty. Also, I need to be on orbit. You know what? Actually, you know, if we keep burning. Yeah, this should be okay. We're not gonna be that far off. We'll just keep burning. Like, we're not gonna get it on. We're not gonna get it like we were supposed to, but it's okay. Yeah, we just we had a little premature burnulation there. Or no, late. We were late maturely burnulating. But no, it's fine. We're still closer than we were the last time. And again, we're just trying to attach our micro probe, which is from here to here is the probe. This is just a coupler. And then the ship will be done sans the extra engines we're putting on it. Thinks is all pissy pants. Yeah, he's being crazy today. Oh, I think I just had it over on this side. Here, let's if we retrograde. I think I just missed it on the other side. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, pretty close. Pretty close. Binksy Bear wants to play Kerbal 2. Binksy Bear Space Program. Okay, 8.8, close enough. Alright, retrograde to target. And then just warp around over here. And we'll have our micro probe reattached. Yes, Binks is being crazy today. I don't know what's up his butt. Didn't I tell it to, Oh, I'm in the atmosphere. Shit. I'm in the atmosphere. Alright, that's close enough. I'll slow down a little bit on the way over. Yeah, I wasn't paying much attention to that, was I? It's okay. We're still gonna get close. Doesn't need to be perfect. Just needs to work. Although we're until we get above 70, we're stuck on ×4. But that's okay. We messed up the encounter over here, but I mean it's still not too bad. Let's see, are we above? Nope. Yep. Yeah, we're good now. Okay. So target. Oh, well, we're going to be 28 kilometers away from the target. Ugh. Oh, shit. Retrograde. My bad. Close Encounter of the Third Kind. Man, I don't know why. I could not get into that movie. It didn't do anything for me. I tried watching Close Encounters of the Third Time several times. I just find it so boring. And I like movies. I like slow burn movies. I like old movies. I like slow burn movies, but I don't know what it was. I couldn't get into that one. We gotta go all the way around. Target. Oh shit. There we go. We definitely messed this this insertion up. This who's it's, but this thing has is set up with plenty of fuel for a fuck up. Oh, look at that. 5. Oh. Well, it's close enough. Retrograde. Just constantly massaging this to get closer and closer and closer. But at least we're close now. We're within visual. Like, if we pop over, yeah, we could see her now. Alright, so let's just zip around. She's pretty big. She's easy to spot. Just getting close here like this. Let's see, we're at 400 meters. And good. Do one more. Get into about 50, and then we'll dock. Closing distance in. There she blows. Oh, she's leaving! You bitch! Get back here! There we go. Alright, we're less than 100 meters, so now we'll stop. So control from here. And we can see the one we're aiming for. Here, let's get that off the screen. Set as target. We'll flip our booty around. Okay. Control from here. That's the correct one. That's where we're going. Set as target. And I'll put this on auto and see how close, see if it'll get there without wiggling too much. That's not too bad. Oh, it went over just a little bit. Is it gonna auto compensate back? It should. Doesn't look like it wants to though, so I'll just put it on stability assist and I'll do the last little bit myself. And then pop over here. Docking mode enabled. RCS on. Lock the camera into position. This thing still got fuel. It's got the smallest amount of... You know what? We don't need it. We don't need that anymore. Okay, so... Now we'll just scrooch in here. It's not going to be... These things aren't exactly designed for simplicity of docking. They're designed to be as light as possible. So it's not going to be the easiest dock on this, but it still won't be too bad. Alright, and I'll put that back on so I can actually see the distance. We are at 42 meters. Watch that monitor. Oh, my monitor propellant's fine. I'm gonna need like one monopropellant, maybe 1 or 2 to get this going. Yeah, you missed the exclamation point on the last one. Exclamation point, quote, add, then the quote. Yeah, kind of it's that situation I had with the other one where it's like, it's really bouncing around hard because it's got this it's got a lot of monopropellant pushing a little tiny thing. But it's okay. Like I said, this part's designed to be light too. let's slow down a little here. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. And again, the magnets will probably do a lot of the work here. Nice, nice. Looking good, looking good. There we go. Beautiful. She's attached. All right, so we've got our 2 micro landers. Micro probes. We've got our 1-man lander. And we've got our emergency escape craft. That's what this bad boy is. And it's basically done. Oh, is that the moon back there? Oh, look at that. That's a good shot right there. Oh, wait, no. I was like, I just happened to see the moon highlighted by the sun. No, that's that engine thing we just got rid of. Why do I have like a 10-second stream delay on chat? It's 3 seconds, and that's the minimum. I can't, there's no way for me to get it lower than that. That's the minimum setting. Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. Okay, so the lander's done. The microprobes are done. This guy is done. The new thingy is done. So now the problem is do we want to launch her now? Or do we want to try to attach those xenon engines we were planning on putting on the spacecraft and then go? How am I going to top off the fuel tanks? I just fly to Minmus. Simple as that. The fuel refiner at Minmus is full. I filled it up off screen because it was just a couple trips of going back and forth with the Orascent transfer vehicle, which is boring because once you've done it once, you've seen it. And I've done it a lot of times live. It needs about 10,000 units of liquid fuel to top off. There's plenty over it there. Xenon is cool at it. Well, the problem is we don't have enough money. But anywho, let's take a look at our financial situation because this guy's good to go, basically. Yeah, just fly to Minmus, dock it there, top her off, then she's good to go. The bonus part about going to Minmus too is that Minmus is far out of the Kerbal sphere of influence, so it's less delta V to escape the Kerbal sphere influence from there than it is from low orbit of Kerbal. So by going to Minmus and topping off our fuel tanks, it's going to leave us more fuel for the back end of the mission. Cover those micro lander parts. We have 319,000 curb ducats left. That is not much. Oh. That's a problem. We need money. We need money, and none of these are good for... None of these are really good. Like, I have enough money to continue the, mission, but I don't have enough money to build the Xenon engines, because those are really, really expensive. It's time to start selling stuff. That's not a thing. Once you spend the money in this, it's gone. Unless you recover the parts. Let's see. Like, some of them I could easily do, but they're just not worth anything. I get to go do this one in 2 seconds. See, VIP to their destination. Flyby of Whoa! Flyby and land on Duna? I got paid more to fly people by... I got paid more curb ducats to just fly by the moon than landing on Duna? You're a cheap, stingy bastard. Flyby of Ike, orbit of Duna, flyby of Ike, orbit of Duna, flyby Ike, flyby Duna, atmospheric flight on Duna. Ooh. Even that's not very much money. This is why you crank up the funding a fair bit. Well, I like the challenge. I like the challenge. See ya, Sathor. Mm-hmm. I can do a rescue mission. That's worth about $500,000. Wouldn't be that hard. Take a while. In terms of, you know, actual in-game years. $500,000's pretty good, though. Planting a flag on Ike means someone actually has to go there. Oh, you know what? Wait. All right, what if we do this? What if we do rescue Richelieu from orbit around Duna, and then just on the way back he lands on Ike for funsies? That would get me a bit, and maybe we could do this one too, because that's an Ike one. Gather surface deployed ions collector science from the surface of Ike. Can make a space station to orbit Lathe. Well, you can make a space station to orbit anything, but it's not. I mean, I don't have enough money to do that by a long shot. Not by a long shot. Oh my. What do we want to do? Because these missions all suck. No, we can do for now. Here, what if we do this? Take that one. Take that. All the Ike things. Take that one. That gets me up to $750,000.